Hi there again, BookTube, Leanne here, and welcome back to another video. So today I just want to tell you what books I'm really excited to get to. Hopefully some of them this year, and if not, it'll have to be early next year because there's just so many priority series reads that I have right now. I'm pretty sure I'm in the middle of at least 23 series. I just want to let you guys know some books that I'm really excited to get to when I have some series out the way. So let's jump straight on into that. So a book that I am extremely excited to get to because I've seen loads of people raving about it on BookTube, on Discord, and it just sounds so cool. And that is the Senlin Ascends book. So the Books of Babel by Josiah Bancroft. I am really excited to get to this at some point. I don't know when that's going to be, but I am really looking forward to getting to this. So, as far as I'm aware, this is about a guy called Senlin who goes on a honeymoon with his wife to the tower. I don't know if it's called the Tower of Babel or something like that. But he goes there, and very quickly, his wife goes missing, and he has to go and search for her. It's apparently a book about corruption and how this place can corrupt people, and he is meant to be kind of very good. And so he goes through the tower and sees all these, meets with loads of people who have been corrupted by it. So it sounds super interesting, and I'm very excited to get to this one as soon as I possibly can. A book that I've been excited to get to for a while is the Jasmine Thrown by Tasha Suri. This has been out for a little while now, and I know it's a sapphic fantasy novel, and I know I think it's a book about royalty and servants and all that kind of good stuff. I kind of want to go into this blind, but a lot of people have really enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to get to it at some point. And look at this absolutely stunning cover that it has. I can't wait to read this. So my partner introduced me to the wonderful world of Avatar: The Last Airbender maybe a year or two ago, and I've thoroughly enjoyed watching Avatar: The Last Airbender as well as Korra, and so I had to go ahead and buy the Rise of Kyoshi by FCE, and I can't wait to read this because just from watching the show, Kyoshi looks amazing. So I had to get my hands on this book because it's Kyoshi. She's just epic. Like everything, all the stories they tell about her, and when she's actually in the show, I just want to know more all the time. I'm always like, every time I see her or hear her mentioned in an episode, I'm dying to know more about her, so I can hardly wait to read this one. Another book I hear a lot about on BookTube and on Discord, it keeps coming back and kind of disappearing again, and then people read it and disappears again, and that is the Starless Seat by Erin Morgenstern. So a lot of people adore Erin Morgenstern's books. So there's also the Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which I believe I don't think you're supposed to read it first, but like a lot of people do, so I think I'm going to read The Night Circus first. But this sounds really cool. It's got a library in it, which I always love the sound of, and it's about books and adventure, and it sounds really cool. So I am very excited to get to this at some point. And this is the only book that I've been gifted, and I love the fact that I've been gifted a book because it wasn't like, I don't expect people to gift me books, and this was gifted to me by Evie from She Was Only Evie. And I'm so thankful for her buying me this because I probably still wouldn't have it now if she hadn't, and it's floppy, and who doesn't love a floppy book? So another book that I hear a lot about is the Dragon Mage by M.L. Spencer, and this beast keeps calling to me. I am dying to get to it. I love a good epic fantasy book. I don't know if this is a standalone or a series, I haven't got a clue. I think it's a standalone. So it'll be interesting because I don't really read that many standalone fantasies. So it would be exciting to get to that. And I'm pretty sure Starless Seat that I just mentioned is standalone as well. So I'm actually really excited to read a few standalone fantasies because it doesn't happen very often. And it's always nice to dive into a thick book. But yes, this, I've heard that the main character of this book is neurodivergent in some way, like maybe autistic or something along those lines. So it'll be really, really interesting to see a new perspective in the fantasy world because we do not see that kind of representation very often. So I'm very excited to see it in this one. So the last book I own that I'm really, really, really excited about is the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas, and this is House of Earth and Blood. I've read all of the other Sarah J. Maas books so far, the Throne of Glass series all the way through, as well as the A Court of Thorns and Roses series all the way through. And at some point, I want to get to this and, read more of Sarah J. Maas's works because I have loved all of her books so far, and I'm very, very excited to get to this one too. I don't know anything about it apart from that it's adult romance, like adult fantasy romance, which is what we're used to with Sarah J. Maas. So I'm very excited to read this as well. So that's everything I own and that I'm really, really excited to read. Other than that, I've heard a lot about the Infinity Courts. I'll leave an image of it here. Again, it's one I don't know much about, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It's stunning. And it's sci-fi, it's sapphic as far as I know, or LGBT in some way, and what more do I need to know? It looks amazing. So that's something I'm excited to get to at some point as well. And I know it's on Script, so I can access that at some point. Another one that loads of people are raving about is From Blood and Ash. And at some point I will get it and read it. It's another adult romance fantasy style book. And from the way people describe it, it sounds great. It's, I think, like a priestess or something that's got to keep to herself, and like there's a whole romance going on. She's not supposed to talk to people or have any kind of romance in any way, shape, or form. But then it happens, because of course it happens. So I'm excited to get to that one because I do love me a little bit of fantasy romance lately. And recently, Iron Widow has come out. Another absolutely stunning cover. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And just the cover itself, it would be a cover buy for me. But it sounds super, super cool. So apparently there's like, I think the main character woman goes into space and she's not supposed to, and she's looked down upon it because I think it's like a whole, she's not supposed to because she's a woman. I'm not absolutely certain. I've only read up on it once, but the premise sounded amazing, and I'm very, very excited to get to this one too. And then also, something I've been meaning to read on my Kindle for a while is Foundry Side, an adult fantasy that loads of people have raved about and lots and lots of people have seemed to enjoy. I'm pretty sure it's about thieves, and that is one of my buzzwords in fantasy. I love reading about thieves and assassins and all that kind of good stuff, so definitely want to read Foundry Side. And that is another stunning cover on a book. Oh, I can't help myself with beautiful covers. They're just so gorgeous. And then last but not least is the Library of the Unwritten. Another book that just sounds super cool. It's a book about books. I'm pretty sure like there's some kind of secret like out of bounds library in the underworld or something. I could be wrong. I should have done my research before compiling these books and saying what I'm excited about. But then we wouldn't have chaos. So I'm pretty sure it's a library that like people aren't supposed to go to. I think it's like unfinished works and stuff like that, going to like basically book hell or something, and one of the characters from the book escapes and goes and finds the writer to kind of have revenge or something like that, and the one of the keepers of the library have to go and hunt down the character. So that sounds awesome. But that is everything that I can think of right now. They're the ones I am absolutely most excited about, and I'm really, really hyped about these books. So I'm hoping to read them sooner rather than later. It'd be so cool. And people are making me want to pick up Senlin Ascender right now, and I know I can't because I have other priorities. And if I don't like it now, I'm gonna be super sad because I'm literally so hyped up about it. So I really, really hope it's good. Everybody else seems to love it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I hope you can be excited with me and that you're looking forward to some really cool books too. Happy reading all, and I will see you in my next video. TTFN, bye bye!